Hi guys, it's me. After having done the reading, I'm just preparing to put away all my stuff. I just wanted to say something. I want to place it in the beginning of the video when I'll be editing it, and the things I noticed, I have 12 subscribers and it's incredible because I don't know, I really appreciate each and every one of you who saw the videos, who gave me likes or not likes and commented, and it's such an amazing feeling. You know, I really enjoy playing around with these cards and reading the stories that they tell me, and it's kind of like you start telling a story and then you discover there's someone listening to it, and it's really an amazing feeling. And I wanted to tell you that I appreciate it, and I'm glad to see you, to read your comments, your likes and unlikes and dislikes and whatnot, and it's really cool. So thanks for everything, guys, and until we meet again in another reading, I'm going to wrap it up and go to bed. Good night. Hi there, hello, welcome back. It's me, Ada. I decided I'm going to call myself Ada on this channel. So, Ada I am. Right, I'm gonna start talking right now about the reading we are going to do today. And thing is, I already filmed it once a week ago, and for some reason it turned out like really grim. So I was kind of torn because I felt there may be people who needed to hear it, but I just couldn't make myself to even, you know, upload it to my computer before uploading it to YouTube. So I deleted it and I decided to reshoot it. Yes. So I'm taking a bit of extra measures to protect our energy today, and short introduction about the meaning of this reading. And the meaning of this reading is that sometimes we kind of program ourselves to do something, to leave something, some scenarios, even without realizing it. And the story that made me want to do this reading last week was, I have a guilty pleasure in which, like a couple times a year, I go to McDonald's and grab something to eat there. I'm not really into fast food, but sometimes you just get these funny cravings. So normally to get to any McDonald's I have to make a detour, and I really started to have these cravings like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I just couldn't go there because normally after work I don't feel like going anywhere. I just go straight home, and on the weekends I didn't have time or something. And then last weekend I was in the city, and I could have taken the route home where I would be in the proximity, in the vicinity of a McDonald's. So I thought maybe I should go there because, you know, when I had these cravings I really promised myself, and whenever I get the chance I go there. And then I had the chance, but I kind of didn't want it anymore. So I decided not to go there, and on my way home I had to go there because there was an accident. I believe no one got harmed there, so this is okay, but there was just two trams derailing, and I just couldn't get home on the route that I chose, so I had to take another route, and this route brought me to McDonald's. So seeing as exactly the same scenario happens to me for the second time in the row, like it already happened to me once before, where I also had these cravings for McDonald's and I didn't go there, and when I had the chance to go there, I didn't want to. I took a bus home, but the bus had some changes in its route due to some construction work, and I just had to go and take an alternative route. So yeah, and it so happens in life that sometimes we are confronted with situations, we are facing situations that we kind of think, what the hell is going on? I didn't ask for it. The thing is that sometimes you actually did ask for it, but you don't remember. And it's kind of manifesting. And I mean, you can believe in the law of attraction, and in this case, you may say that you kind of attracted that. Maybe you believe in placing in order with the universe, and the universe delivers whatever you ask. Or if you are like me and have more of a scientific set of mind, put it this way. I think I already mentioned it in one of the previous readings, that sometimes, to me, it works like that you kind of set your mind on something, consciously or unconsciously. So if consciously, then it's clear that you can remember that you decided you want this and that, and like kind of subconsciously you are making choices and decisions that bring you to this goal. Thing is that sometimes you decide something unconsciously. You kind of wish for something, and sometimes you don't do it with any good reason. Sometimes it's out of frustration, sometimes it's out of anger and whatever, but you kind of still want something, and you don't even mean it like that, but subconsciously you set your mind, and then you subconsciously make these choices and decisions that kind of bring this result into your life. And sometimes you can't even remember how it happened. Sometimes you can sort of analyze this chain of events that brought you there and say, yeah, oh, I remember how it happened, that I kind of wished for it, and sometimes you just can't remember. And you know, this thing with McDonald's is kind of an obvious thing, because I remember having the cravings, and you know, I don't really believe that this accident happened because I chose not to do what I wanted to do before, but you know, I decided to take the tram that wouldn't go there because of the accident or something like that, you know. So today we're going to find out. And yeah, and sometimes the situations that confuse us are much more intricate and complex, and sometimes it really involves some serious situations. I'm kind of hesitant and scared a bit today, because as I said last time, some really serious and grim stuff came out, so I hope we can keep it on the lighter side of things today. Let's see. So yeah, and I'm also facing a situation right now that I'm rather enjoying, but it's been going on for a while. And when I first realized that I'm being in this situation, I, you know, things were different back then, and I kind of couldn't really find out why is it happening to me. and to tell the truth, I haven't figured out yet, but I was asking the wrong question. So I don't know if I really want to know why, because I'm enjoying it so much right now. But if you would like to know why something happening to you even though you didn't explicitly wished for it, then this reading is for you. Let's try and find out. As I said, this is really funny because last week it did work out, but the energy was not so good, and this time it's already the third or the fourth take. So yeah, because I got interrupted, I had to restart. The camera wouldn't focus, so stuff like that. So I really didn't know what's going on with this reading, but I want to try. I want to try and see what happens, and let's try. So yeah, I already have all my cards pre-shuffled. You can't probably see them all because the camera angle is yet again different today. It's always the same. It's always the same pile of books I'm putting my tripod on while I'm laying on the floor of my room, but you know, every time the angle is slightly different. So yeah, today, as usual, I am offering you some crystals you can choose. Let's start with this one. This is orange calcite. This is fluorite. This is green calcite. And this is blue calcite. Okay. So it's a calcite-ish reading today. Sort of. Except for the fluorite. So yeah, today I'm really I need certain colors, and I have my black hourglass today. It only has 30 seconds, but I will be turning it 4 times. I'm feeling drawn to the number 4 today, so yeah, I'll be turning it 4 times, so you'll have your 2 minutes as usual. And yes, while the time is running, you can select your crystal, and I will explain the usual stuff. So, faites vos jeux. As I usually say, what works for me best to select a crystal, I close my eyes, think briefly about the question I am asking myself, really briefly, because it's really difficult to concentrate on something for a long time, and you don't really have to meditate because it's all about spontaneity. So I close my eyes, think about it for a second, then I open my eyes, and the first thing I see is the thing I select. So whatever the crystal you see first would be the crystal that you choose, but it works for me. I don't know what works for you. It's up to you. You can also pause the video and take your time selecting or whatever. So all cards are pre-shuffled, but I still do some shuffling while I'm selecting the cards. This is why I'll be putting 2 timestamps for each group in the info box below, and the first timestamp will be corresponding to the time when I'm just starting the reading and dealing the cards, and the second timestamp will be corresponding with the time where I start the actual reading. So there will be 2 piles for each selection, and 1 pile will be describing the situation that's confusing you, and the second pile will be describing the circumstances and the decisions and choices you made that brought you there. So yeah, this is basically it, the last 30 seconds running. And then we are going to start. I'm not really feeling talkative, but you never know. Let's see. Okay. Time's up. Rien ne va plus. And we begin with the orange card side. Okay, so there are going to be two groups of cards. First card is going to be, first pile is going to be describing the situation that's confusing you and makes you ask, why the hell am I manifesting this? And the second pile will be describing the circumstances and the time point and the point in time and whatever made you to you know, program yourself to get there. Right, so this is the situation, this is the causes. Reshuffle one card still on the floor while I was taking the pile. So let's do it again. It happened to me last time actually. I did the reading that I deleted, and then I discovered that one card from one of my decks just stayed in the box and didn't come out. So maybe it was the reason why this reading didn't work out last time. Also, I had my nails done today, and this is why it's slightly more difficult to pick up the cards from the floor. My nails got thicker because of the nail polish, and it's slightly trickier to pick up the cards from the floor. I really need to manifest a new flat or something where I can have like a big desk and, you know, something to film, because I really enjoy doing these videos. I really like it, and yeah, so I would like to have like not a studio of course, but you know, something more suitable than just place on the floor with a pile of books and a tripod. Wow, they really have it. My god, they're so heavy, this card. Wow, it's really, it hurts my hands. Strange things happening, but today I had a very good feeling all day. It's a beautiful day really, and I had a friend write to me and say that they find this day is really beautiful, and they wished me a beautiful day too, so thanks for that. And yeah, let's hope that the beautifulness of this day will persist during this reading. Come on. Alright, so let's see. First of all, what it is that you are manifesting, and that's confusing you because you didn't really know you were wishing for it. You have 5 of Cups, and it says experience. Alright, this is connect. I'm saying because I'm really getting the feeling that it's going just to say the same stuff it said the last time. It's 10 of Swords. It's wide open. It's Four of Cups. It's Five of Wands. It's Divine Timing. Okay, this belongs here, and this belongs here as well. This I can already see. Alright, we have Hippona's Wild Daughter. We have Mending. We have Octopus. And we have Four of Cups again. I'm really having a deja vu, really, guys. This is incredible. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you. First of all, you had some sort of of a situation where you are guarding your feelings, and they are all welcome. And the thing is, I think that either nothing happened to you for a long time, emotionally wise, or maybe something happened that you didn't quite enjoy. I don't see a big drama, but something just unpleasant happened. So you decided you just keep a low profile emotion wise. And it's kind of, as I said, it says experience, so you experienced something that brought you to the conclusion that you want to keep this low profile, really bury your feelings deep down and just try to ignore them. Then it looks to me that whatever it might have been, maybe it's connected to this situation, maybe it's connected to something else, but you had some sort of confrontation with different parties involved, not just a conflict with a certain person, but it looks rather like a situation where there was a conflict of interest of several people. Like maybe you wanted something, but your family wanted something else, and your friends wanted something yet again, and your career had other things that you had to do despite of the interests of all the others. It's just an example. I don't know what happened, but it seems to me that there was a real clash of interests of different parties. Also, it doesn't look like it was something gravely serious, but it was a bit of too much, so a lot of unpleasantness happened. So people really started hurting each other. Maybe not even outspokenly so because of the situation, but you know, all these suppressed frustration just started to boil over and people started hurting each other. But it's all in the past. It's all in the past now, and now everyone is mending. So it's not just you trying to heal your wounds. I think like you are working with the others to kind of restore the peace. Maybe not with everyone, but at least with some people, or maybe with just one person, one party. but you are working to restore the peace after this conflict. So this is looking good. And then, yeah, also I feel like it kind of belongs here too. I'm not quite sure. This is called connect. So maybe you're just reconnecting with the people you have your conflicts with. Thing is that due to the mending and the healed wounds, you feel like wide open. And exactly at this moment when you opened yourself again, mind you, you still believe that you are not allowing your feelings to get out, because you think you learned your lessons, and you're not allowing your feelings to bring you in a situation as they did before. So you really keep this under control. You're not letting it go anywhere. But seeing as you are now in the times of peace, you kind of started trusting the world again. And exactly in this moment, this is divine timing, something happens to you. All right. So I can't really tell what it is, but I mean, if you clicked on this video, you already know what the situation is that's confusing you. I would assume. Maybe not, but whatever it is, it seems to you weird. Like really weird and outworldish and completely alien and even slightly scary, because it's a wild daughter, and she is wild, and to me it looks like it's about your own behavior, and you are puzzled about the way you react to things, or maybe puzzled by the way you act at all. So thing is that you sometimes just catch yourself doing things, saying things, maybe thinking things that really are, that you never felt, never said, never done, never thought before. Like, I can't really think of an example. Oh, maybe something quite stupid, but let's say your tastes and food were rather conservative for, I mean, I'm from Europe, so I'm speaking about like a really standard European, I mean it's still different in every European country, but you know, like you were eating bread and cheese every day. Okay, so bread and cheese and stuff like that, really simple traditional food, nothing else. And then suddenly you discover yourself eating an octopus, for example. Like, you know, these tentacles. I don't like them, but, you know, something really exotic for your normal standards. Or maybe, like, I don't know, maybe you considered yourself fancying a certain type of people, and then you suddenly feel yourself attracted to a person who doesn't fit it at all. Something like that. So really you are puzzled by yourself, by your own emotions that you believed under control, and they are not. You experience things, you also proactively do things that puzzle you and that seem not scary but really weird to you. not in a bad way, but just really something alien, something you are not accustomed to, something you're not acquainted with, something that you don't know how to deal with, but because it's kind of from a parallel universe to you. So you're really discovering something about yourself that puzzles you. This is what I see here. So yeah, connect. And no, connect just belongs to this past conflict. So right. So yeah, it looks to me that your situation is, as I said, you had some conflict situation that you are mending, but you decided to be guarded with your feelings, and you kind of feel like old and wise and closed off. But after having healed your wounds and when you started to open yourself again, something happened that you suddenly discovered yourself craving some things, wanting some things, thinking some things, doing some things, saying some things, wishing for some things that really puzzle you. So let's discover why it's happening. Okay. You got 9 of Cups. And it says drunkenness. Ooh. You have release. The cards are just running away from me. You have 9 of Pentacles. You have Field of Dreams. You have 7 of Swords. You have It's All Good. Interesting. You have the Death. You have the Los Gana. You have Happy Happy. Wow. Have the Eagle. You have the 7 of Wands. Okay, I kind of see where it's heading. Oh, this is a very good reading. I like it. I'll tell you in a sec. So, going back to this conflict situation that you had, or maybe something else. So it looks to me that at some point in your life, you just bit off more than you could chew. You really were in a situation where you had just too much on your hands, like literally. See, this is a hand grabbing so many swords or knives that it can't hold the other one. And because the swords are kind of short and small and really looking like knives rather than swords, it looks to me like it was just a lot of stuff going on. Nothing really huge, but just a lot of smaller things that you had to deal with, and you were just overwhelmed with it. And at some point, you know, sometimes it just, even if there are minor issues, sometimes everything just crashes because you can't hold it on and you have to let it drop and things go south. But you kind of, even when it's all crashed, you kind of saw the light. You saw the light, you didn't want to get up, to give up. You didn't want to give up, you didn't want to just, sit in this darkness. You wanted to see this light. So, you wished for change, because death is change. You wanted for the present situation that you were, when it all crashed, you wanted for it to be over. You wanted to change something, to release it and to start it again, because this card is called Release. You kind of releasing this dark stuff and moving towards the light stuff. See? So this is what you wished for. So you started dreaming. See? This is you. You sat in the midst of this chaos. There was you, just ignoring it all and focusing on, she's, I don't know if you can see it clearly, but she's like kind of looking inwards. So you sat there in this meditative state of mind, so to speak. So you really had this little corner of yourself where you retreated and dreamed. So you really started to dream about stuff. And to me, because we're talking about a situation that confuses you because you can't remember ever manifesting it, it looks to me that it all happened in your dreams. Maybe you didn't allow yourself to dream it, to daydream it. So all this work happened in your dreams at night when you were asleep. So you really, while being awake, you just wanted it to pass, to change for better situation. But your subconscious, the subconscious part of you just did all the work while you were asleep. So really you literally dreamed your better life, and you dreamt about being happy, like really happiness, and everything being good, really this balance. So much so that you're going to be euphoric, you're going to be drunk on it. And Nine of Pentacles means that you also will have enough security in material sense. So the thing is, congratulations, you have a very interesting mind that knows how to work while you are asleep. So it looks to me that whatever you had in the past, you were kind of overwhelmed with a lot of stuff, then you had these conflict situations, etc. So at some point you didn't really panic. It looks to me like you're really a person who likes to stay, if not in control, then just at least calm. So you kept your calm and carried on, and you wished for the situation to change. And it looks to me like you didn't really have an exact solution. Maybe because there wasn't any, maybe because there were so many things involved that you couldn't really logically find something in your then situation. But subconsciously, maybe you can remember, maybe you can't remember, I don't know if you can remember your dreams, but at any rate, while you were asleep, your mind generated this picture of the future where you will be just drunk on happiness, and everything will be all right, and everything will be good, and you will be happy, and everything will be like in a fairy tale. And whatever is happening to you right now, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you dream of now that looks like really weird, it is your subconscious trying to move you in the direction of arriving there, at this happy place of yours. So maybe you have strange thoughts about starting a new career, or maybe you are having strange thoughts, or maybe strange feelings that appear strange to you towards a certain person or something. But this is your subconscious trying to tell you, hey, I think we are going to be successful in this new job. Or hey, I think we're going to be happy with this person because actually this person is really something that we really want, relationship wise, or whatever it might be. So I really don't know what exactly it is that is kind of confuses you. Maybe it's really something really weird, but hey, who knows, maybe you really have to quit your desk job and become a circus artist. I don't know. So please do not consider this reading a call for action or anything, but this is just what I'm seeing. This is really something you literally dreamt up. This is really something that your subconscious cooked while you were asleep. So whatever is going on through your head, it has its origins in this situation where you wish for everything to change for the better. And this is your subconscious trying to change you into the person who will experience this better. And I mean quotation marks, not sarcastically this time, but really better, whatever it is, better that you or your subconscious considered. I mean, it still sounds rather wishy-washy, but hey, this is something for you to decide. This is something for you to, try to remember. Maybe you had really some dreams that you can still remember from this time, or maybe you can really just try to meditate, or maybe you can I don't know, go to bed and sleep and just try to pay attention to what's happening in your dreams today or tonight or whatever. Who knows? Okay, this was it. Now for fluorite. We are going to have two piles. In one pile, the first one will be for the situation that confuses you, and the second pile will be for the reasons why it's happening. So this is the situation, this is the reason. Okay, so let's see what is your situation. We have a page of pentacles and it says loan. We have the inspirer. I'm having deja vu here really. We have why. We have the bear. We have the world. We have the goblins. We have the four swords. We have the tower. Ugh. We have duality. Yeah, we do. We have here of the fiery sword. Jesus. And we have the page of wands. Yeah. 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 Righto. So, what's confusing you is the duality. Like on the one hand, you are someone who is at the... It looks to me that you have achieved something in your life, and rather earlier than later, rather sooner than later. Or maybe you achieved something without too much, without like investing too much. It just... Or maybe, well, at any rate, there wasn't much sacrifice, and there was a lot of inspiration, and you kind of achieved this fulfillment where, you know, this happily ever after, like the end, and then the final titles are rolling across the screen. They have lived happily ever after, but there comes the duality, because on the other hand, this is Aries, and I normally don't go by zodiac signs and anything, but this is Aries, a fire sign, and we have fire here, we have a lot of fire here. And I'm not speaking about fire signs maybe, but there's this fire burning. And the same fire that's burning for you in this perfect world where you achieve your goals and arrived where you wanted to be, exactly this fire makes you into the person who is being stabbed by all these swords, like this big sword and a lot of smaller swords, right into the heart of your soul. I know it sounds stupid, but like right in the feels, you know. And it really hits your heart. It really hits you really, really hard. And the thing is that you don't really understand why you feel so screwed up. Not screwed up. What's the expression that you can use without swearing? You don't understand why you feel this confused, like you feel really sad. You feel, you know, you ought to feel fulfilled because you've fulfilled everything that you wanted, but you feel very sad, as if you were hit by something. You are driven, you are possessed, and you don't know why. You don't know why, because you're this bear. You're strong, but it kind of kills you anyway. You and you just see, like, this bear is just looking away, and you don't give a damn about your career, you don't give a damn about your success, whatever it is that you've achieved, you don't give a damn. And you wonder why, because there is something just out of sight. You know, you are torn between, you need some, you need this duality in your life, because you can't be just happy and, you know, just peeking into this fairy tale world with golden light and whatever it is, you know, curiosity. And on the other hand, there are these goblins, there's this dark forest, there's this some unknown danger looming in the shadows and waiting for you, and you can't decide what you want. You want the fairy tale, you want the happy fairy tale, you want the scary fairy tale, and you are being torn between it. It kind of looks to me like you really want to just send all your success to hell, to destroy it all, and just launch into new adventures, because something's missing from your life. The fire is missing. This inspirer who just burned, blazed their way to the goal, they kind of there, and the adventure is over, and you're kind of craving it. So you are like really being stabbed right in your feels. You're being made to this page of wands who's on its way with its wand, just, you know, just getting somewhere. No matter where I have my wand, I'm on my way. And this is what's confusing you, this sadness, this feeling sad where you ought to be happy, because you, this being torn between light and dark, this being unhappy in spite of being strong and successful. You kind of don't know what you want, and you don't know why you are. I mean, he's looking at the good, but this good contains this question why. So, oh, now I'm getting somewhere. Now I'm getting somewhere more down to earth, where we can get a more down to earth interpretation of it. Finally. Right. So, as I said, you are successful. And whatever it is, it's not like you are feeling like the supreme ruler of the universe or something like that, but you have achieved some success recognized by others, so you have your piece of success in life. One thing is, underneath this stately picture of success, underneath this material success, it's everything, you have this fire pit in yourself. You have this fire burning that brought you to this success in the first place. You're not just someone who wants to make the career. You have this career, or whatever it is. I just have this career feeling about this whole success part of the story. So what made you successful is this fire that's burning within you. So you can't harness it. The only way to harness it is to direct it to somewhere, and you've already achieved this success, and now you're kind of like in this goal, and you have this fire and you don't know where to go, and this is really killing you, because you have this temperament, and at this point in life where you kind of are lacking direction and you still have this fire just going insane inside of you, you are wondering why you just have this desire to just let it all go to hell, and you don't appreciate your success. This is what it looks to me. Or maybe you want to really risk it all. Maybe you want to give it all up. Maybe you want to destroy it all with your own hands. And what you're thinking about is this why. Why am I being in this fairy tale world? Why am I having these goblins in the back of my mind, in my subconscious? Why I have this brooding dark energy inside of me? And you really are frustrated because you don't have any new goals in your life. So it already looks like an explanation. Or maybe you are... So this is what it looks to me, and the other explanation could be that you are kind of puzzled why you can't find any new goals. So you're just really, you are wounded, you really want to destroy everything and run away, and you don't know why. Let's just keep this in mind and see the reasons. Maybe it will just become clearer a bit. Because, I don't know, it really looks to me like it's describing the situation and the reasons and everything because of this one. But, let's see. Let us see what brought you here. Okay, so we have the Four Swords, and it says equity. Okay. We have envision. We have co-create. We have dragon. We have the magician. This is interesting. We have flying. We have Two of Cups. Oh. We have the World again. We have teaching. Don't know where to put it. It's really interesting. We have the singer of the chalice. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Right. So it looks to me that where you are coming from, the way you started off in life, the way you've been brought up, the way you just where you come from, not geographically, but you as a person, your ideals, your values are that you have to share, that you have first you have to share with others, and the thing is that you also need a balance in your life. Now we're coming somewhere, now we're going somewhere. Also, you were really involved into creating something. This is you working on your success. Like the magician, you really started either from scratch, or you really designed your world and created it, but it wasn't just you alone. There was someone else. I'm having the feeling it has something to do with love or partnership. Maybe it was just a very deep and profound friendship, but it was really like something divine, something really meaningful to you. So you were creating this perfect world of yours, this idealistic picture of balance and equity and fairness with someone with whom you had this almost divine connection, or at least in your eyes this divine connection, someone you felt like you were meant to be together. I'm not really getting these romantic vibes here. I really think that it's more about partnership. Maybe I was or is a romantic partner. Maybe it was a very, very close friend, or like really someone, like someone who shares your ideals. Like you don't even really have to be friends, maybe just colleagues, but you have this goal in common, you have these ideals in common, and you just work together to make stuff happen, to make this world better or whatever. Okay. And you were really blazing through it. You really were inspired and flying and powerful like a dragon. Like nothing could stop you. And you wished for this fulfillment. This is what you were creating, this fulfillment, this is what you have. And this Eight of Pentacles. I'm really not good at reading Pentacles, but interesting, there's something written on them. Terra seca, dry earth, aqua fredda, cold water, aria humida, damp air, fuoco caldo, hot fire, aria calda, cold air, aqua humida, humid water, terra fredda, cold earth, fuoco seco, dry fire. So let's see, we have dry earth, so it's really written in the Pentacles. Dry earth, we have damp air, we have damp and cold air, we have cold and dry earth, we have wet and cold water, and we have hot and dry fire. So really it looks like you wanted for things to be as they were meant to be, but meant to be the way you thought you are meant to be. Okay, so what went wrong? What could go wrong? What is confusing you right now? Why are you not happy with your success? Why are you having this why? What's bothering you? Oh, I see. I mean, it's easy, it's simple, and I don't even know why. So, okay. I'm getting this story. So let's see if it resonates with you. If not, just forget it. I don't know. It's really funny today. Right. So right now you are being confused because you've arrived somewhere in life. You've achieved stuff. You should be happy and content, but you are not, because despite of your success, you kind of this fire inside of you isn't satisfied, and also it's making you not happy, obviously, because you have something, you need some new goals. So this is the situation, and you are there, and you are kind of wondering, why does it have to be like that? Why does it have to be that after having worked so hard and pouring all your energy and creativity into achieving your goal, you still feel dissatisfied and not even so dissatisfied and frustrated that you really feel like you could destroy everything just to have something to do again. And you are wondering there, why does it have to be this dark side to your fairy tale? So, my dear fluorite, let me tell you something. You forget that you come from a place where your ideals, where your visions, where your teachings told you there has to be a balance in life, there has to be equity, there has to be 50-50, there has to be parity. Open your thesaurus and find any other synonyms to what I'm saying. Your whole being, your whole teaching, your whole background taught you that there has to be two sides of the coin, of the medal, or whatever. So if there's light, there has to be dark. So, and it looks to me that you really, when you started out at the beginning of your way to success, you remember it, you had this in mind, that you want this perfect world, to be with cold fire and hot earth, with dry earth and wet water and whatnot. So you really wanted this balance. You really wanted to live in this perfect world where everything is balanced out and where everything exists and has a right to exist. So I don't know what exactly your teachings were, what your religion is, what your ethics is, whatever it is that you grew up believing in, or where you, I don't know, maybe you developed your own beliefs or whatever, but this is what you believed in when you started your way. But along your way, you were so concentrating about arriving at the good place. You were this powerful wizard creating your new perfect world. You were so concentrating on working on good stuff. Maybe it was something you wanted your partner or whatever be happy, and maybe this is what your partner were so interested in, to make things good, that you really forgot that when you create your perfect world, there will not only be these fairy tales with fairies, but there will also be goblins, because in your perfect world, the idea of the perfect world that you had in the first place, there will be exactly the same amount of darkness as there is light. So you were so concentrated on working towards your success that you forgot that in your beliefs, in your perfect world, there is light and there is darkness. You were so concentrated on the light that you forgot about darkness. And now you're having this darkness and you don't know why. So it's all going as it was planned. You really achieved what you wanted to achieve. You just forgot that you wanted it to be fair, that you wanted it to be, I don't know, maybe if we try to make it less philosophical about light and dark, maybe for some reason you arrived somewhere, you achieved something, and there's someone whom you didn't like you really, your enemy, a person who in your opinion doesn't deserve anything, and suddenly that you discover that they have the same as you have or something like that, and you just can't really, maybe this is a real asshole, maybe this is a real cruel person or something like that, and you don't understand why in this perfect world that you thought you were creating, something like this could exist. Well, yeah. Remember parity, remember equity, remember 50-50. So whatever happens in your world will have the exact opposite, because this is how you created this world. Good news for you, you can create worlds. You are very powerful. You can achieve a lot. You can motivate other people. You have strong people at your side. The point is, just remember, for every good thing that you create, bad thing is created automatically. So really plan damage control, and don't be surprised by. Just try to reconnect with your beginnings, with your initial philosophy, and try to understand why you believed it, why you wanted it, and how to connect it with what you have now. And maybe then you'll find your new goal and stop being restless and find something else to work towards. This is what I'm seeing. Wow. It's even more interesting today as it used to be last week. Okay. Wow. This was really deep. Next, green fluorite. Let's see. What are we going to have here? So we are going to have two piles. This I can tell you already. And this pile will be for the situation that's confusing you, and this pile will be for the reasons why it's all happening. What did you do to manifest it? No jumpers. No, just the cards that I select. That's my reading. Nope. What really is this? Yeah, but we shall persevere. Right? Right. Okay, so sorry about the slurping. It's Friday. Yeah, I mean it explains everything. Red wine slurping, being euphoric about the upcoming weekend. Right, so let's see what's confusing you so much. The blank card. Yes, a lot of unclarity. Rest. The devil. Okay. The fairy who was kissed by pixies. How cute is that? Transformation. Okay. Ten of Swords. Four of Wands. Making a choice. Yes. Three of Cups. Cheetah. And Dean. Okay, alright, there is a lot of stuff going on from what I'm getting here. And yeah, I mean you are confused because you're absolutely at a loss what's going on here, really. So you really don't know what's riding you, what's driving you, because you kind of were in a situation where you kind of had everything, right? You were resting, you were at rest, you were at peace. Like, what could go wrong? Well, pretty much everything. I mean, it's not wrong, but the thing is that you have this, you are suddenly having this la vie en rose. You are seeing world through this pink sunglasses. You are either in love, you feel, yeah, it looks like you really feel positively smitten. And if it's not romantic love, like something you know, directed towards a certain person, then it's probably an idea or something, a new hobby, maybe something that completely absorbs you and makes you happy and gives you this warm, soft feeling of being totally enveloped in it. But I'm getting some romantic vibes, so maybe it is this. And you're feeling like really you're being transformed by it. So really from this rest you are being transformed. And the thing is that the reason why I laughed, because this is a potentially a third-party situation where you could be the cheater. And cheater and cheater. You know, you feel you might want to cheat on someone, or maybe this choice that you could make in a certain situation will lead to you cheating on someone. So you really feel euphoric and transformed by something, but you kind of feel that it's not coming from a good place and it may harm you or another person, and it may kind of, you know, you have this feeling of this beautiful sunset and these birds, and just, you know, this walking into the sunset. The thing is, there's this third bird and someone's cheating, and you have to make a choice. Either you cheat and have your sunset happy ending, or you cheat and it turns out that you were kind of possessed by the devil, and it will ruin everything. It will ruin you, it will ruin everyone involved, and you just don't know what the hell's going on. I feel you, bro. I mean, yeah. Is there anything else to this situation? No, it really looks like you're feeling transformed, like really, like you changed. You're not the person that you used to be. Like, you know, this is a caterpillar, and it wants to turn into a butterfly. It really wants to. So you really feel on the brink of a transformation. Like you really feel like you will any second now you're gonna to just, you know, spread your wings and take off to the sky. And the thing is, you don't know if you will take off to the sky or will you just fall down to the ground. So this is about making a choice. And so coming back to the original purpose of the reading, we are speaking about a situation that's confusing you, and you are currently in a situation when you are facing this choice you have to make, where you're feeling like you are smitten with someone, you like you are in love, and it's not stunning per se. I mean, we are all people, we are all made of flesh and blood and brains and other organs, and they have their own mind sometimes about what we should do. So, and sometimes they're kind of being in conflict with each other. So this is not a situation per se that's confusing you. I mean, everyone would be confused because, you know, you can't really assess the risk and the outcome of the situation, and but this is not what's confusing you. Again, the thing that's confusing you is that why is it happening to me? Because I was supposed to be content with my lot, with my destiny, with what I have. I was supposed to be happy where I am, with whom I am, and whatever. And I wasn't craving any changes. I don't know, I'm just stuck with word craving today. I wasn't wishing for any changes. I didn't want this. Why the hell is it happening to me? What the hell am I faced with a situation where I want someone else, where I want something else, where I will probably hurt someone if I make a choice? Well, you'll hurt someone anyway if you make a choice. Either of these two will be hurt anyway, so you didn't ask for it, you didn't want to change anything, and now you have to. So this is what's confusing you. Yeah, finally something that I can, well, not relate to, but something that I can clearly read out of the cards. Okay, so let's see what happened. Why? Okay, we have 5 of swords and it says freedom. Okay, we have sovereignty. Don't know how to pronounce it. Shame on me. We have the sun. Have the fairy guide. Blank card again. We have omens. Okay. We have the devil and the blank card. We have the chariot. So many major arcana. We have protecting treasure. We have the daughter of pentacles. We have the panther. And we have the higher power. Okay. Okay. Jesus. Okay, so first let's sort this stuff out. These two go together. These go together too. These go together as well. Okay, this goes here. This goes here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so first of all, you were happy, so it seems like your state of being happy and content has been going on for a while. It's either been a long good marriage or just, you know, this structured quiet life that you've had for ages. Right? So, and you were kind of protective of it. You were shielding yourself and your life from everything. And kind of, it's raining and it's rainbow, so you had good times, bad times, but overall it was good and you were protecting it because it was something that you, where you felt protected and content and happy. The problem is, see, can you still see it? Yeah, you can still see it. Sorry, right, so this girl is just sitting, laying on this huge trunk under an umbrella, so she can't really move anywhere because she's protecting herself from the rain. She's protecting her treasure, but she can't move anywhere. And this was a problem because you wanted freedom and you wanted movement. And from this girl cowering there, you wanted to be this Amazon riding wherever, just, you know, being free, being drunk on freedom. So you really wanted to embark on this journey without even knowing where it might take you, even if it's dangerous, even if it's something forbidden and feral and wild and dangerous. So at some point you were so fed up with your good life that you really wanted some movement, anywhere, somehow, anyhow, just anything at all, whatever, even if it's dangerous, even if it's bad, you want to change. And kind of what made you want it were some kinds of an omen. Maybe you saw someone who was living the same life as you, and they kind of, you know, just lived their life to the end and nothing happened to them, and they just died without having lived at all. Or at least that's what you thought. So maybe it was someone who, or maybe it was someone who, I don't know why I'm getting this, but someone who died in an accident before they ever had a chance to experience anything interesting in life. Don't know why I'm getting this shit. Anyway, so this might have triggered something like that, some sort of an idea, some sort of experience, or some sort of, maybe you just saw something on the news, I don't know, some natural disaster that you thought maybe there's gonna be an earthquake, I'm gonna die, I haven't had any fun in life, something like that. Anyways, this is the first bit of the story. Second bit, maybe you were positively praying for some change. Anyways, your suppressed desire for freedom, for change, for activity, for being the master of your destiny, for not being caught in this perfect paradise of yours, even if it meant that you need to go to hell to have a bit of fun, anything at all. So you are so desperate that you're positively praying for it, asking for it, begging for it. And whenever you ask, you receive. So it really looks to me that this situation, out of the blue, where you are completely at a loss why it happened, because you were so happy and content. Well, you were happy and content, but you were feeling trapped. And you were so fed up with it that you really didn't care what happens to you. If it's drama, if it's something bad, if you have to be bad, if someone has to be bad to you, whatever, you just wanted some change while you got it. This is it. You wanted some drama. You wanted some drama, you're getting it. I feel you, bro. I told you. Okay. And now for the blue card side. Okay, so let us see. You're going to have two piles. One pile is for the situation that's confusing you, and the second pile is for the reasons for the situation. What did you do? What did you want? What did you wish for so that it brought this situation upon? So let's see what the situation is. We have Two of Cups. And it says the vintage. So you're harvesting something. It says refine. It says into the unknown. Ooh, I've never had this card before. Six of Pentacles. The Chariot. I think they all belong together, these three. They might belong together. We have letting go. We have Giro the Slow. We have the Star. Oh, you can't really see anything. Sorry, I'm not checking on my previous screen. So yeah, this is Giro the Slow. This is the Star. Top belongs here. This belongs I don't know where. Fire and alright. Between Worlds and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about this one. Okay, so first of all, it kind of looks like another choice I've already read for now. So you are harvesting. You are having how shall I put it? You've been working towards something, and now you're harvesting the results. So you probably work hard, you planned something, you've done something, so you're having the results now. So it's something positive, it's something material, it's something about finances and work, and you're also exchanging your riches or whatever you have with the others. You are, it looks to me like you work in some sort of trade, maybe stock exchange, I don't know. There's really this exchange vibe here. So this is really like you are trading stuff for stuff, like you're always in movement, making more money, making more success, or maybe just, you know, it's not even about success. You really like to be this force, this you really like this trade, you really like what you do, and you are enjoying it. So I don't know about this one. The thing is, you are torn between the worlds. This is one part of you, this is what people see at day, but at night, I don't know what it is. Maybe you're spending your nights in the dungeons, maybe you're doing something risky, maybe you're doing something completely crazy, I don't know what it is, but oh my god, it burns. It's really, you are obsessed with it. You are really, this is something that fascinates, hypnotizes, whatever. You really are feeling really drawn to it. So this is the way you're going. So you really, this is, you're on the crash course, not like you're really going to collide with something, but you really are headed towards this, whatever it is. And so much so, and you know it's going to be something that's going, that it just makes you feel so good. I'm feeling euphoric while I'm speaking about it. So you really are just letting go of anything else and just going for it into the darkness, no matter what, just taking this leap of faith. Just, you know, in a book I read, the main character was given an advice that whenever you want to change your life, yourself, whenever you happen to be, you just close your eyes and start running blindly. So this is what you're doing. You don't care about anything else when you see this star beckoning to you. You just go for it. You just let everything be, let everything go, drop anything, everything, everyone, whatever, and you just go for it. It's all there. I don't know what it is, but really I'm feeling euphoric while speaking about it. So it looks to me like you're really confused about this duality in your life. I'm confused about this guy. Maybe, I don't know, it's just a possibility that the reason why it's all confusing is because, I mean, all of us have some sort of double life that we live. For some of us it's just not so extreme, but for you it's really this, you know. Maybe you think you're too old for this. Maybe you just surprised yourself with your choice of your second life. Maybe you just didn't expect for it to be so extreme. So, you know what, just let's see what the reason is. Maybe we'll know what the question is. Okay. So, what brought you there? We have King of Swords. And it's the conscience. Ooh. New beginnings. One Ring Circus. Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups. Lots of people. Creativity. New beginnings, creativity, cups. We have Lace the Moon's Daughter. Dude. Nine of Swords. Black Egg. Not for you. And the Page of Cups. Okay, so we have kind of two groups here. We have all these cards with cups, like creativity, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups. So it looks like two people trying to create something, and these two people are being soft and lovey-dovey and, you know, touchy-feely, something like that. Here we have two people where there's a couple and one of them is more dominant than the other. They're both very intelligent, but one is just really drowning the other out. And one is rather intelligent and, playing by the book, the rules, is really like someone like, I don't know, notary judge, really like living by the law. And the other one, this brutal one, is rather ruthless. So this situation ended in a massacre between those two. Maybe it wasn't just two people, maybe it was just one person with this kind of split personality, that one part of them was like this. Like, this person is really awfully intelligent, but one part of them are like really, strict, and the other part is like, I want whatever it is I want and I'm getting it no matter what. And the other one, no, we need to play by the book and by the rules. So in the end it was just this mess. Yeah, it looks to me like you're having this sort of, not split personality, but you have this duality in yourself. So first of all, you have this intellect of yours that couldn't agree with itself, that either we just go for it or we need to observe the rules. Then you had this other, this is your mind, this is your heart. And your heart on one side was so romantic and a bit childish, these youthful ideals, something like that. And the other part is more mature and wanting for us to create something serious, like, like one part of you wanted dating and romance and all sorts of adventures and stuff like that, and the other part was rather, no, let's find a person with whom we can settle down and create a family and something like that, create something. So this is your emotions. So you were torn intellectually, you were torn emotionally. Right. So at some point it all started just getting out of hand. You were like really, I see sleepless nights, I see confusion, and just sometimes you would find yourself in the midst of a situation where you were like, why am I here, what I'm doing here, like, what the hell am I doing at all? So sometimes you would go in one direction, then you go in another direction, and at some point you'll be this adventurous part of yourself, and then your rather more serious part of yourself will find yourself, you will create some mess, and then you'll have to just make it right again to deal with the mess that you created. So you kind of started getting out of control, and you kind of thought, I'm getting too old for this shit. So you wanted for new beginnings, so you kind of tried to encapsulate your darker side, your ruthless side, your adventurous side. You kind of put it into this black egg, and then you bury this black egg in the earth, and just started all anew. So you tried to blend it all out. So now I see what's confusing you so much, because it looks to me like you're living this way of, I don't know, stock market broker or whatever. You are this business person, or you try to live in the normal world, but this unknown, this adventurous, this whatever it is, what it is so so attractive to you, so you really feel like you're going to break down any moment and just leave everything behind and just go for it. And it all comes from the point where you already were torn between your two sides, your two personalities, and at some point you decided to just just to control it all, just to lock it somewhere. And I was just, you can't lock it, it's just getting out of there. So another thing that I'm seeing, because of this not for you, maybe this whole story about being torn isn't about you, but about someone like you whom you were observing, maybe your parent or something like that. So you decided to, because you knew you were like them and you wanted to escape this destiny that they had, whatever happened to them. So you decided to not to allow yourself to do all these things in the first place, and now you're feeling drawn to do these things anyway. So this is rather serious to me. It looks like you have some sort of obsession or addiction. So if it is, please, 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 please see someone about it. Please do something about it. If it's not, if it's about something, yeah, but anyways, the reason it's confusing you, this siren call or whatever it is because you are suppressing it for so long. So yeah, well, this is some deep serious shit, dude. Really pay attention and just take care, okay? This is it. This is it. So yeah, thank you for sticking around for this reading. I was complicated, it was difficult. It still was kind of deep and heavy sometimes for me to read. I'm really young since this complicated something, but this time I'm gonna post it anyway. So yeah, maybe because I really feel there's someone out there who needs to hear it. And yeah, so take care and bye.